G'day, how's it going? Hope you're having a shit one. Day of my life. What you got on your face? Okay, so if you haven't played this game before, it's called Last Card. Basically like Uno, but with a deck of cards, and Faye and I play it every morning. This lens is way too wide.
Really?
Oi.
Fuck. Hearts. Last card. Oh!
I won.
That's bullshit. You're lying to your audience, because I usually win.
Now we're lying to the audience. Alright, here we go. We have 4 high-vis vest orders ready to go out today. I need to go down to the post office to send these off. But I wanted to show you a new mode of transport I've been getting around on. I don't actually know if I've introduced it on the channel before. Damn it. Forgot to bring shoes. The fluffy pink slippers will have to do. This one's not mine. This is Faye's little kooky random Chinese bike. But I'll just get this one out of the way. Oops. I forgot to get the key. It does that. Hang on. Oh, that's a great alarm system. I'll just move it around like this. All right. This is it. This is a Talaria X3. I watched this guy, Saronster. He was the one who made me want to get one of these. This is the European spec version of the bike. Honestly, it's such a fun little way to get around, especially when the weather's nice. No fuel, no worries. Hello, sir.
What's the vlog for today?
It's a day in a life.
The day in a life.
If you want to see a real day in the life now, this is pretty much most of the day. Is just in this room and we're either filming something or editing something.
But we will also need to be color correcting soon, so if you could please close the blind.
Oh yeah, of course. No problem. Actually, this is the most accurate we could possibly be of our day. Lamont and I have been working together on the channel for what, probably a year now?
Yeah, a bit over a year now.
Lamont essentially has been helping edit all the videos. Simultaneously, I'm also working on a video. This is the video of shooting a 930 turbo at sunset. So I'm working on that. And I'm also working on some photos that I shot for another video coming out. This is essentially our whiteboard. All the videos we sort of either have planned that are in the pipeline or we've already filmed. And as you can see, I've got like, do the outro of it. And when I do it, I tick it off. And do I have the thumbnail for it? And I sort of number them. We've got a little bit of a production line, to be honest, in the back end. This is not really what we sort of show off because, well, it's not really, I didn't really think it was ever that interesting, to be honest, because this is just sort of the making of. We're gonna have some lunch. Okay, what do we got? Rice, some pasta, pork. Gotta have hot sauce. Not spicy, it's not eating. Cheese! Bit hot, mate. Hey? Bit hot today. Charlie's the Puma logo. Let's go. Game. Okay. Iced coffee?
Yep.
Let's do it. Back to editing. I'm probably going to do some color grading for a little bit for a video coming out soon. So I have to edit some of those photos. Still goblin mode. Still got it closed. No vitamin D just yet. We do have a photo shoot much later tonight around sunset. We're in summer at the moment in Australia, by the way, so the sun is setting quite late. These are some of the photos. Some of the other photos I'm editing at the moment. Don't mind, half of these edits are like just playing around with different colors. I'm trying to figure out what sort of direction I want to go. I think this is a bit too much. I usually always start by like just scrolling over different presets and seeing what they can do. If you're interested in getting any presets, I'll leave a link in my description. The V4 pack and the Mega pack both come with walkthrough tutorials for every single one of the presets in the pack, showing you how to use them to the best of their ability. And they come with raw files from me as well if you want to practice your editing. And on top of that, each one of the packs on my website automatically enter you into any upcoming giveaways we have later this year. So if you want to get those, they're all linked in my description. Let me just quickly apologize to the whole neighborhood. It's not first thing in the morning, to be fair. My God, never gets old. Always puts a smile on my face. Ow. Right, so it's been a while since I talked about this car actually, but yeah, I have the R8 now. For those that don't know, I brought the R8, I shipped it back from the UK where I bought this car, and I shipped it back to Australia, which was an incredibly lengthy and expensive process. And essentially this car, because it's still a modern car, according to the Australian government, it's not over 25 years old. And the only way you can get this car into Australia is via a personal import. So because I lived overseas with the car for a long period of time, longer than 12 months, and I had documents to back up the fact that I was living there and I was living there with the car, I was able to bring it back into Australia via the personal import law, which is a lot of paperwork, incredibly lengthy thing to do, and something I really do not want to ever have to do again. But it's done. And it feels so good that it's back here in Australia with me.
This is just LS1, just alloy block LS1, just with rods and pistons, standard crank, nothing special. Just with a G series 45, G45. Makes about 1,000. It's crazy. Good. It's good enough, but there's always more.
Yeah, of course. I mean? So especially anything at this high level.
Always more.
Yeah. Holy shit. That thing sounds nuts. I can still hear it. Sweet as. Here we are, here at Benny's Garage, which is a part of Astro Tuners. But essentially that's my mate Bez, who's running Astro Tuners at the moment. The car has been throwing some code. The emissions light keeps coming on. So we've taken it here to see if we can figure it out and make it go away forever, essentially. Or maybe it uncovers even more problems, so we don't know. I've got good news and bad news. So the good news is that the car is not running at its full potential. And the bad news is that the car's not running at its full potential. Well, there's two things that we found. The intake manifold flaps are not opening and closing. I don't know if that's one or all of them or half of them. We're not too sure. We sort of got to come back another time and take it all apart. But essentially this is most likely due to carbon buildup. If you're an Audi expert or you've dealt with these cars before, I'd love some more information on it if you've got any. And then the other thing was a camshaft sensor, which sounds pretty bad, but that might just be as simple as swapping out the sensor or even just getting some contact cleaner and fixing that up. So once we get those two things fixed up, apply a new tune to it, the engine should be a lot more snappier and the car should just drive a whole lot smoother. I've got to go get ready because we've got another shoot to go to. I'm shooting at a few different spots tonight. I've recently found a new location that I've already shot at recently last week. So I'm going to revisit that spot tonight. I'm going to pack my camera with my 24-70, the 105mm, the 35mm, and the 16-35. Plus some polarizers and some walkie-talkies. And I'll show you why we need those a little bit later on tonight. Let's take Travi out for a drive instead. I always forget to do this wheel thing. Always. I literally said to myself, make sure you remember the wheel thing. And I forgot. Crime in Melbourne, car thefts, very bad. So I don't know how much of a deterrent it is, but can never be too careful these days. we are, Melbourne City. Got Sam over here. Hello. And we've met up with Richie, and he's just finished basically putting on this hectic lip kit, wheels, stickers onto his STO here, and it looks absolutely stunning. So that's as much use I'm going to get out of a 16. So definitely an interesting shot here. Well, that's a really cool shot. Nice, do a bit of bracketing here so we can find out later what details we're working with. That one. I'll get you to park in the middle of the road here, and I'll just work around the car for a bit, get a few shots. This is a shot with the lights off, and then I've got heaps with the lights on. So I put that shot into this shot, and then now I'm just waiting for a train. And if we get a train coming, then that's it. This is so random. This is the entry to the casino here in Melbourne. I've never taken this shot before, and I've always wanted to get an overhead shot right here. The unfortunate thing about tonight is that there's no street lamps on, and usually there is. So let's see if we can make this work. Plus, I'm gonna have a mad reflection here as well. So I don't know what's gonna happen when I hold my camera right up against it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to film this because I'm gonna have to be on call with Richie as I'm taking the photos. I'll catch up with you in a bit and I'll let you know if we were successful or not with this shot. Oh, of course, the one time I'm not filming, my camera shits the bed. I don't know what's going on. It just wasn't turning on. It wasn't reading SD cards, and then it was turning on, but not registering any settings. It was super weird. I managed to take my lens off and clean my contacts. There's a little bit of glare and reflections, but it's something I can definitely work with. But I've definitely got one that's in. That was pretty much the day. I'm gonna rest now for a little bit, probably play a little bit of Cyberpunk as well. Wake up, do it all again tomorrow.